Gonna be taking one final look at the save that I have here on the island before I erase it and start my new save here. I never beat the Overseer here. I did beat the Gamma Broodmother and the Gamma Megapithecus, but then I quit and spent about 10 months not playing this game. So we're back. There we are. Alright. I will do a little fly around in a second so we can kind of see the whole thing. Let me get an idea of what's going on here. Alright. So I've got a bunch of little water reservoirs hooked up in a daisy chain. That brings the water irrigation all the way up here to where I have all this stuff. I've got a gravestone for one of my dinos there. Greenhouse in here for kibble fruits and stuff. And then this is my little base here. I say little, it's kind of big, but also really ugly. You can see some dino heads poking through. This is the biggest base I've ever built. It's literally just a rectangle with a little bit of features on it. It's got 2 doors, and then it's got a hatch frame up top, which is what I use when I fly. I close it up and fly in here. I did have to use a little marker here to find it, to be completely honest. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of stuff in here. Dung beetles, some Rexes that I was breeding. At some point, I got 10 mutations on them, it looks like. Yeah, about 10 mutations. 4 health, 6 melee, so I was going pretty good with the Rexes. I got a few mutations on my Uties. Got 4 health, 6 stamina. These are actually pretty good Uties. If you look at the stats here, these are base stats. I believe. Maybe. Yes, those are base stats. This is one of my other birds, Yoshie. This is Shizuka. And they are twins, I believe. Then I got all my Deas, which I was also mutating. 2 health, 5 food, it looks like. I have a couple Pteranodons up here because I needed them for speed at some point for something. I don't remember what. Baryonyxes, I was breeding those, but I never actually got any mutations yet. All my birds up there, which I got a bunch of mutations on. I think that's, what, 12 mutations? Yeah. So that's my most mutations. I started those a little while, like a long time ago, really. This is my little guy here, my Oviraptor. He's making all the egg production come in for kibble. Another dung beetle. I think I already showed him, actually. And yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. I got a bunch of dino storage. All my boss creatures up in here. I have active duty, so these are people that I'm using constantly. A lot of these are just caving creatures. And then my little reserves place, which is where I keep all the ones that I want to keep, but are kind of just garbage. Like my old stuff. This is a pretty old saber. That's pretty cool here. This is Yuki. Yeah. And she is pretty cool, I used her a lot for old caves, you know. I think I used her for the one that's over in between all the mountains. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah. Pretty cool dino. Pretty cool whole space here. I did a pretty good job here, I think. Killed 2 bosses. Here's a bunch of resource dinos. If you're wondering what all the Brontos are for, I just slaughtered them for hide. Because, oh my goodness, hide sucks to get. Don't know why this is on. I guess it's making meat. Generator. Some charcoal makers. Little fabricator over here. All kinds of fun stuff. I have a ton of blueprints that are actually pretty good. but I never got around to making some of them. Just too grindy for me. Industrial cooker. Obviously, I got a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see. Members, which are just kind of rotting right now, which is kind of sad. Alright, here's my trophies box. This is where I have my Gamma Broodmother and my Gamma Megapithecus. Yeah. Got 2 Giga Hearts as well. Yeah, I was running pretty well here. 2 of the artifacts for the dragon. So I only had 2 more artifacts to get. Or that's not for the dragon, is it? No, the hunter's not for the dragon. I just had an extra one, huh? Maybe the Munis. Element, you know, all kinds of stuff. I've still never experimented with tech ever. Oh yeah, I found this in a drop. This is pretty cool. Use that a lot. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, it's time to say goodbye to all this. You ready? I'm gonna hit the button. 3, 2, 1. It's gone. Bam. Easy.